Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Litter Media Live on Facebook. It is Tuesday, July the 2nd of 2024.
It is.
I'm Mike Smith, and you are?
I'm Aaron Glandon, not Dan Ramey.
Do you like saying 2024 or 2024?
2024. Once it hit 2010, I never said 2000 anything.
I think probably a lot of people did the same thing.
Maybe 2011 kind of rolls off better than 2011.
I mean, because, you know, when we were in the 20th century, we were always saying 1920, 1925, 1970.
You were saying 1920?
Well, if you were talking about history.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think we ever said 1,900 or anything like that, but yes. We're going to talk about weather. If you're new to this program, we're going to talk about some of the news that's happening in our area, the positive type news stories that Litter Media has become well known for, as well as some sports. And we always wrap up with a this date in history. From time to time, we have special editions. One of them took place about, 45 minutes ago. If you want to go back and see that, you can do so on... Is it on YouTube yet?
It's currently publishing on YouTube. It'll probably be ready in about 10 minutes.
Okay, that's with Bob Leach and Melody Lesinski Hatfield. But we'll talk more about that probably on the show tomorrow. Here's the weather. Sunshine, warmer. We're looking for highs today of 88. It's going to be even hotter tomorrow, back up in the low 90s. And as far as rain is concerned, the biggest chances of showers and thunderstorms actually would be July 4th and July 5th. Although I saw one of the weather people in Columbus this morning saying there was a chance of some late afternoon or evening thunderstorms today. I'm sorry, tomorrow, not today, tomorrow on Wednesday. So we'll keep an eye on that. When we come back, we'll take a look at what's making news today as far as the stories that might be helpful for you to know about. All that coming up here on Litter Media Live.
But first, we want to tell you about Haynes Total Healthcare Center. They're celebrating 50 years of serving the chiropractic, physical therapy, and nutritional needs of the community. Click on this ad anywhere you see it on littermedia.com, and it'll take you right to their website to learn more. HaynesHealth.com.
Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
If you've not noticed, we've had some modifications. Our website looks a little bit different, and as Dan said yesterday, we're still tweaking it a little bit. There's some things that aren't updating that should be, but this is the new look of littermedia.com. The 13th of nearly 24 superloads and second of 4 loads that exceed 900,000 pounds will depart the dock site in Adams County this coming Monday. That's July the 8th. The convoy will head to the New Albany area to deliver the load to the site of the new Intel plant in Licking County. Some of the overnight stops will include West Portsmouth, Lucasville, Chillicothe, Rickenbacker, Pickerington, and Pataskala. It'll take about a week to get there. In fact, a week and a day. They expect to arrive on July the 16th.
The Ohio Department of Development and Ross County Community Action Commission, Incorporated, will help income-eligible Ohioans stay cool during the hot summer months. The Home Energy Assistance Summer Crisis Program provides conditioning repairs. The program runs from now through September 30th, 2024. To apply for the program, clients must schedule an appointment with the Ross County Community Action Commission. Appointments can be scheduled by calling their office.
If you're walking, jogging, or riding a bike on the Paint Creek Recreational Trail, watch out when you come to bridge number 8, just outside of Austin. This would be west of Frankfort. There's a large sinkhole that's developed. Ross County Park District is exploring options to have the bridge refurbished. Now, they're not closing it, but as you can see in the picture there, if you were riding your bike and you weren't paying attention to those signs, or running or walking, and you stepped off, that could be nasty.
Just keep your eyes open.
Yes, sir.
Chillicothe-Ross Public Library will sponsor a free pool day for the community July 5th from noon to 7 p.m. Join the Ross County Public Library's youth services staff for a fun day at the Chillicothe City Pool. There will be a break time activities until 4 p.m., including a few fun giveaways. The bee will also be outside from 1 to 3 p.m., and Chillicothe City School District will be there to provide free lunches for all students. No library card required. And the First Capital Rotary of Chillicothe presents Food Truck First Thursday on July 11th, which is not the first Thursday, but July the 4th is this Thursday. So they're doing it on the second Thursday. From 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Majestic Theater Courtyard. The Basement Collective will be in concert.
Tickets for Adena Mansion and Gardens annual Murder Mystery Dinner on sale now for their September 13th through 15th shows. Guests are invited to Adena Mansion and Gardens to put their crime-solving skills to the test with an entertaining atmosphere, great food, and mystery. Trial by Jury is this year's all-new original production written and directed by Delmer.
The Hillsboro Festival of the Bells Parade will be noon this Saturday with the parade lineup at 10 a.m. beside the Scott House. The parade gets underway at 12 p.m. And for those that don't know, is this a Christmas in July type of event?
No.
It looks kind of Christmassy.
Yeah. There used to be a bell manufacturer in Hillsboro like 100 years ago.
Okay.
And it has long since been closed down, but they created this festival to kind of bring back that history.
I gotcha.
So it's kind of and they've had some huge musical entertainment. A lot of times it is up-and-coming country artists that are now known all over the place. So if you go over for some of the concerts, you may be watching some of tomorrow's stars. Through the Tobacco Use Prevention and Cessation Grant from the Ohio Department of Health, the Fairfield County Health Department has created a work group. In fact, they did it last year to develop an action plan to address youth tobacco use in their county. The plan includes training students to conduct point-of-sale store audits to identify tobacco promotion strategies used by retailers. And basically, they don't have arrest powers,
right?
But the students go into stores and see if they can get tobacco sold to them.
Right.
And then they tell the authorities.
Citizens arrest.
Yeah, I don't know how that goes. But this audit gives the counties a good idea as to maybe retailers that aren't following the rules. So kind of a neat thing they're doing there. Yeah. Our road report in Ross County, work's underway for 2 culvert replacement projects on State Route 327 between Adelphi and Sam's Creek Road. Work will occur daily for this construction. Route 327 will be closed for the duration, and the detour is Route 50 to 35 to 23 to 159 to 180. So there's a bunch of them that you got to hop, skip, and jump. They believe that this project will be done by late afternoon on July the 12th. And that is a look at our news topics for the day. I guess that means sports is coming up next.
That does mean sports is coming up next. But first, we got to tell you about our sponsors.
Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. They've been on the job for over 4 decades, and they've expanded their outreach, not only to Scioto Valley, they're going over into the Dayton, Cincinnati area, up in Columbus, not only for residential, but also contract work for, your business. Give them a call. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Find a career you love with Chillicothe-Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Chillicothe-Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
You know, if you were going to do some kind of a cleanup project, the last couple of days were perfect.
They were.
The weather was absolutely perfect. But whether it was then or whether it's looking ahead, you need something to put all of that junk into. Well, Scioto Valley Dumpsters can help you out with that. Give Carl a call for a free estimate at 253-8389. Turning over to sports. Sports?
Yes.
Sports.
It was lagging a minute.
Yes, sir. Zane Trace High School graduate will be one of 7 new members inducted into the Liberty University Athletics Hall of Fame in Lynchburg, Virginia. If you're as old as I am, you know this beautiful lady, because I used to do the ball games that she played in. Crystal Tharp, and her married name is Bechtold. She was an All-Ohioan, a 2-time SVC Player of the Year for Zane Trace's Lady Pioneer basketball team, and later became one of the Lady Flames, that's Liberty University's nickname, all-time greats for long-range field goal shooting. She was a player that led the team to the All-Big South Conference Championship, I think 4 times. She was a first-team honoree. She's ranked 3rd in the school's history in career three-point field goal percentage and 6th all-time in actual three-point shots made. She also guided the Lady Flames to their first NCAA tournament wins and an appearance in the Sweet 16. Also, Crystal was a pretty smart cookie. In the classroom, she became the first Lady Flame basketball player to ever be named academic All-American, and that happened in her senior year in 2005. So congratulations to Crystal and her family for that Hall of Fame. I think it's in September that the ceremony will be held down in Lynchburg, Virginia. Also in local sports, the Chillicothe Paints have started the second half of their Prospect League season. Of course, they won the first half, which guarantees them a playoff spot. They were winners yesterday, 8-3 over Lafayette. In fact, Paints pitching only gave up 2 base hits in that contest.
Reds will be in New York tonight, opening a series with the Yankees, and the Guardians host the White Hawks starting tonight. The White Sox. There's no White Hawks.
Not in baseball.
No.
The White Hawks. I suppose there is a White Hawk, but not in Major League Baseball. Reds need to get it together.
Yes.
Yankees will beat them up if they're not in there ready to go. But that starts tonight. They can't say it's the house that Ruth built anymore because that was torn down. It's the new Yankee Stadium is across the street. You ever see it?
No, never been to New York.
When I was there in 2010, they just completed it. I think at that time it cost $1.5 billion to build.
That's a lot of money.
In the lot across the street where the old Yankee Stadium was, it was unbelievable. The homeless people that were living in cardboard boxes, and then you walk across the street and you got a $1.5 billion baseball stadium.
Yeah.
Something just don't seem right about all that. When we come back, we'll take a look back in the year of 1881, something that happened to an Ohio-born president. All that is ahead on Litter Media Live.
Litter Quality Propane. Online all the time. Customer payment, account information, and more. Log on at litterpropane.com.
Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good.
It's the details that make the difference between good enough and simply the best. At Skag Power Equipment, the difference is in designing lawnmowers with your convenience and comfort in mind. At Skag, we believe that quality and substance matter, and that you'll appreciate the attention to detail and craftsmanship we put into every single product. Thick steel and heavy-duty components provide you with unmatched reliability and performance. Skag, simply the best.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
I'm a busy woman, and I'm not ready to slow down.
Tiffany's hip pain was interfering with her career and active lifestyle until she came to the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
Dr. Meshbach told me about same-day surgery. I said, I want it now, and I wanted it yesterday.
After a successful procedure, Tiffany was home the very same day and on her way back to enjoying the community she calls home. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
Welcome back to Litter Media Live. Mike Smith along with Aaron Glandon. And this date in history, it was on this date in 1881, only 4 months into his administration, President James Garfield is shot as he walks through a railroad waiting room in Washington, D.C. His assailant, Charles J. Guiteau, was a disgruntled and perhaps deranged office seeker who had unsuccessfully sought an appointment to the U.S. consul in Paris. The president was shot in the back and the arm, and the assailant was arrested. On September 19th, after 80 days, President Garfield died of blood poisoning.
Oh, wow.
The following day, Chester Arthur was inaugurated as the 21st president. If you read more about this story, now remember this is 1881. The thinking since that time, as modern science and medical science has advanced, that one of the things they believed that might have led to Garfield's death was that the doctors that were tending to him kept putting their unsanitized fingers in the wounds.
Yeah.
They were probing for the bullet.
That'll do it.
And they think that that's probably where the blood poisoning. So if I get shot, keep your fingers.
Well, wear a glove
blood.
first. You're not allergic to latex. I can wear.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, what we've learned in medical science since 1881. But Garfield was from Ohio. And of course, this was less than 20 years after President Lincoln. Lincoln was the first U.S. president to ever be assassinated. Wasn't the first to die in office. Do you remember that story?
No.
Another Ohio president, Harrison, William Henry Harrison, who was a famous military leader in the war with the Native Americans. He contracted pneumonia speaking. He was doing his inauguration speech. I believe it was in the rain. Caught a real bad cold, turned into pneumonia, and I think he died like 2 or 3 months into his presidency. So 2 of the first 3 presidents to die of office, 2 of them's assassination, but 2 of them were from Ohio. And, of course, Lincoln was born in Kentucky.
Ohio has the most presidents, don't we?
Last I heard, we were tied with Virginia.
Okay.
I think it was 8.
8? Yeah.
Something like that.
We have the most astronauts, too.
You know what university has the most astronauts to have attended that university? I was surprised by this. Purdue.
Really?
Yes, Purdue.
Huh.
So, President Garfield, I'm sorry that it turned out that way. Doctors didn't know what they were doing, apparently. That didn't help his situation. Again, Dan's on assignment today. We believe he's back with us tomorrow. We have 2 special editions tomorrow. Paints owner, general manager Brian Wickline will be in at 10. I'm sure part of the conversation will be about their first half league championship and what that means as far as when they play their playoff game and ticket sales and other things about the Paints.
Yeah.
And then there's a special edition, I believe, at noon tomorrow. So 2 of those sandwiched around our daily program at 11 o'clock. So until that time, for
Aaron Glandon,
I'm Mike Smith saying so long from all of us here at Litter Media Live.